Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler Shazdam.
Yes, hello. Welcome back.
If I sound different and more mature today, it's because I'm now, I've graduated to my late 20s.
Oh,
so
shit. You've made the transition.
I'm officially 26 years old now.
Yeah, that's fucking gross. No offense, brother.
Yeah, I got to get into scotch now, I guess. I think that's... I have to read the Wall Street Journal now, apparently.
Yeah, you got to start adding to your retirement fund.
It's me in like a bathrobe sitting in like a like leather recliner in the morning, just like sounding out the Wall Street Journal word by word with my finger.
Yeah, your fingers just trailing over the script.
Yeah, dude, but the birthdays suck now. It's officially, the last couple years I've been like, I don't know if I like this anymore. And this is the first birthday I was like, oh, this sucks now. This is not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped celebrating them after 21 pretty much.
You can't celebrate anymore. This is like yesterday I was like, oh, it's my birthday. I'm going to do nothing. It's like, if I do nothing, I won't have any clothes to wear and I'll go hungry for the week. Like I have to do my laundry. I have to go to the grocery store. I can't be like, somebody make me dinner.
Yeah.
Like I have to go pick up takeout, walk and get it. And it's like, it's just Sunday. It was just a regular Sunday. And then I just had to answer like 15 birthday texts from unsaved numbers in my phone while I was on the shitter in the morning.
Thanks, 906.
I was going to say, while I was squeezing out the Panda Express dump from the day before, I had an ill-advised Panda Express pit stop in the mall on Saturday, and Sunday morning I woke up, and it was an emergency.
Yeah.
Of like my eyes opened, and it was like too early. It was like I wanted to go back to my bed. My bowels were like, no, this is... Your day starts now.
Yeah, it was an extra vicious shit because you whispered to the minimum wage Panda Express worker that it was your birthday, so he threw you an extra couple General Tso's, you know?
Yeah, dude, that shit flew through my intestines like a greyhound dog, which is appropriate considering that's probably what it was.
Yeah, they only use the purest.
And that joke's hack, and I did it to my family on Zoom yesterday, and I don't care because it made me laugh.
I don't care. Nobody, the 3.5 people listening to this don't care. Don't worry about it.
As a 26-year-old, I have the perspective to understand that I'm never going to be meaningfully successful in anything I do. So now it's just about making quasi-racist jokes that make me and my stupid friends giggle.
Dude, I mean, I wonder when the show will get to the point. One day you're gonna let me do the whole thing in a thick Chinese accent, and that's when we'll finally pop.
I'm sitting here just nodding off on Valium. You're doing a full... You're doing the Chris Rock black people bit, but you're doing it in a Chinese accent for some reason.
Yeah.
Inexplicable. You're doing word for word Kramer's breakdown in perfect Mandarin.
Yeah. Well, I'm only doing it in a Chinese accent. It's because I did it in a Nigerian accent the week before, so I had to switch it up.
It's just it's annoying now, birthdays.
Oh yeah.
Because like I have all my relatives are texting me, and again I don't have their numbers saved, so I just go, oh, thank you, and like it feels disingenuous, and then people are leaving me voicemails, those selfish assholes, and it's like now I have to pick up the phone and be like, thank you, yes, I'm 1 year closer. I'm no longer allowed to be on my parents' health insurance. I'm just as thrilled as you are.
Yeah, if I can literally die any day now.
Yeah.
Any day now, nobody's going to help me if I need it.
If I fracture a bone in my foot, that is my year. Goodbye. I don't have a car. I don't have a bike. I walk everywhere. I'm fucked from six different angles if I stub my toe the wrong way. But boy, am I glad to be alive.
You're going to be, dude, everyone knows I live in the woods. You're going to be, there's this one deer, there's a family of deer near me, and one of the deer shattered its leg but didn't die. so every other day I just see it fucking like limping in the backyard. That's going to be you, man.
Just trying to limp itself down to the main road near your house so it can get hit by a fucking Honda Civic and end the pain.
It's just waiting for a big enough car to kill it.
A mid-size SUV to come by so it can just hurl itself into the grill of that car and shut the lights off for good.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. But it got me thinking because like I woke up yesterday and like checked Twitter or whatever like most people.
Yeah.
Like most mentally ill people, I rushed to Twitter to see what was wrong in the world to validate my incessant anxiety and depression.
Right, because if you don't look at that shit, you could almost be fooled that things are okay.
Right, and we can't have that. Not on my birthday of all days.
Yeah, you can. That's scarier than everything falling apart. Is everything's actually normal and it's only falling apart for you.
Quick aside, I tripped acid on my birthday one time in college. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot to chew on, and it's a lot you don't want to chew on.
Yeah, I'd like to. Only thing I want to chew on is an edible on my birthday.
Quick PSA before we go into the 9/11 bit I got lined up next. No, but I was thinking of because I opened Twitter and it was my birthday, and I was like, I really hope something horrible doesn't happen today.
Right.
Because if there's some if Russia nukes New York City, it's like that. I'm fucked. I can't celebrate my birthday ever again. I have to be solemn every day on my birthday of yeah, I know, I miss the Empire State Building too. Same. Isn't there anything else you didn't want to not forget about today, though?
Yeah, I missed the entire Knicks team, too. But what are you going to do,
I miss watching the New York Liberty, too. But, I mean, what am I going to do? Dude, but statistically speaking, a lot of people have their birthday on 9/11.
365th of people have their birthday on that day.
Yeah, 1 out of every 365 people you meet statistically has to pretend to not be psyched on 9/11.
They have to sit in Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's and not be somber the entire time.
Right. Sitting at a bar by themselves, just blowing out the candles on their cake yeah, Dave, it was the largest attack on American soil since Pearl Harbor. It totally sucks that my parents couldn't have banged 1 day earlier.
Yeah, nothing really gets you hyped for your birthday is after everyone sings happy birthday, there's a fucking minute of silence right after.
Dick Cheney hooked tannerite up to the structural beams in Tower 7, and now I have to pretend to not be happy on my birthday. Great.
Now I have to get blackout drunk and still hold it together.
I'm realizing as we're doing this that the last couple of weeks we were doing positivity for a month there, and then now we're slowly relapsing on negativity.
Yeah.
And I can feel it's like an alcoholic who just fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
Where the shame and the guilt hasn't kicked in yet. We're feeling really...
No, this feels kind of good, bro. I actually kind of really want... Friday we did a first attempt at this show.
Yeah.
And I almost fucking put a fucking 12-gauge bullet through this laptop.
You almost killed yourself on air. I didn't want to say anything, but
I was really hoping you couldn't hear me tying the noose in the background of the show as we were talking.
Right. If I heard a loud bang, I was like, is there any chance that's just leftover fireworks from the 4th?
Yeah. I was just, you hear me scratching Dom was here into my podcasting chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that scene when fucking Morgan Freeman kills himself in Shawshank Redemption. You're just carving your name into the rafters with a fucking knife.
No, genuinely, and then I had one of the worst days of my life on Sunday, and all of a sudden I'm really excited to do the show again.
Yeah.
I genuinely when we were like I said, I've been feeling good lately the last 2 months, and it's been nothing makes me want to do the show less is when I'm feeling good.
I think we might just we were just maybe pretending to be positive, and now that we're being
it felt disingenuous.
Yeah. So get used to it. We're going right. And actually, the numbers on last week's episode are frighteningly good. So I think.
Wait, really? The one?
Yeah.
The one about shooting senators and me fucking 14-year-olds and that one?
Yeah. Now a lot of the traffic has been coming from Langley, Virginia. But I'd like to think we just tapped into a new fan base that we haven't really realized.
Yeah, weirdly enough, our only remaining listeners are from fucking Washington, D.C. and Petrograd, Russia. That's the only two fan bases we have left.
I like to imagine like a CIA agent like had to listen to this to do the due diligence to make sure we're too stupid to really follow through on the threats we made.
Yeah, to make sure we can't actually snipe Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, and then 20 minutes in was like, hey, Bill, get in here. Listen to this. They do a pretty funny one about the Fast and Furious movies. They do the guy, but he has an Indian. Here, just check it out. He has like an Indian accent.
This is actually kind of good stuff. All right, we'll call off the hit for another couple months. See if they make this any better.
The entire like counter intel department, the CIA, is just huddled around a MacBook, like chuckling, like, dude, Vindaloo Diesel, bro. Oh my god,
dude, the way he says Paul Walker is so funny, dude.
I'll be right back. I gotta do a quick coup in South America real quick. Just pause it. I'll be back in 10, dude. I don't want to miss any of this. This is good shit.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta fucking plant a bomb under Zelensky's car, and then I'll be right back.
Call John Mulaney's dad. Let's fast track these guys onto the next cast of SNL.
Yeah, we need these guys saying written jokes on television immediately.
Is Nick Kroll's dad done killing Ghislaine Maxwell yet? Is he done? Because when he's done with that, we need a sitcom for these two. She hangs herself the next day. Is like coming to Netflix this fall.
Yeah, all of a sudden, my Ring doorbell goes out for 15 minutes, and I'm found in my bathtub.
Well, that's like if they ever needed to suicide us, that wouldn't be a tough one to pull off.
Not really. You just have to DM me you're gay, and I'll probably do it, honestly.
Yeah, they don't even have to send someone to fake the suicide. They can just leave some mean comments and let our own mental illness take care of the problem.
They just have to send me screenshots of my ex-girlfriend's Instagram, and
she's doing so fucking well, dude. So, like,
I mean, you think she's happy?
That was easy. Jesus.
God damn.
Back to Ukraine. That was fucking easy.
All right, I guess. Back to releasing Hunter Biden smoking crack videos.
Yeah. Back to Hunter Biden fan cams.
I mean, all right, I guess we'll transition, but to think how little traction that stuff is actually getting.
Well, there's still, I mean, like the media's like it doesn't fit their purview. Like before we started the show, I looked at one of the top trending, Rogan's trending again. Cause this time
Joe Rogan called like an elk the N-word, and that's trends over, and that's priority over the president's son smoking crack,
dude, and
selling oil to Ukraine.
I'm gonna loop that back and play it in place of taking antidepressants. That is one of the funniest things you've ever said, dude.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, this time he said he's like he called Trump a man baby, which if you follow like Brooklyn Dad on Twitter, you'd think they'd all these like shitlib accounts would be jerking off to that.
Yeah.
But the take is like they're like, oh, look at Joe Rogan fucking using reverse psychology now.
Oh my god, dude. Like
fucking Joe Rogan gaslighting us into not liking Trump.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, people have to be as tired of his bullshit as we are, right?
I think it's going to, because for a while I was like, well, it has to turn around. And I'm starting to think maybe it's just going to hit a point where like, because you're seeing a lot of like pretty horrible things being normalized. I feel like, you know, like homelessness is kind of being normalized. Mm-hmm. These insane prices. Everyone's broke and shit.
Right.
You know, like the health insurance thing's all fucked. I'm just learning that that's a problem. So it affects me now. So I'm very Bernie 2024. But like, I just, I think it's going to get to the point where people like you'll just be ordering something, like you'll go into Chipotle, right? And you'll be like, I'll do brown rice, and pinto beans and chicken. And then the guy making it will just pull out a gun, just shoot himself in the head. And you won't even miss a beat. You'll just go, fuck, all right. Then somebody else will come, they'll put the little plastic gloves on. They're like, you said pinto beans, right? And then just start scooping it on. Somebody will come with a mop and just start brushing the corpse into the back room. And you'll go, fuck, they shorted me on the chicken, didn't they? I asked for double, and the guy killed himself before he could put the second scoop in. So now I'm gonna be hungry in 2 hours.
Yeah. Instead of getting upset that there's, gray matter in your chicken, you're just gonna get the fajitas. You know?
You're like, you know what? Just make it a burrito. Actually, wrap the brains in there and just. Yeah, it's like when the burrito used to rip and they just have to like take all the filling and put it in another one. That's gonna be the same reaction they have to one of the employees killing themselves on the line. That same level of like, well, at least it'll taste better now because it's all congealed together,
Dude, honestly, thinking about Chipotle, I was in line on my lunch break. It's like 98 degrees, 400% humidity.
Right.
On my lunch break, and I'm sitting in, waiting for my burrito, and like it's getting, I pack it full.
Yeah.
And and then I see it rip, and like the worker like looks at me and it's like, "Do you want me to rewrap it?" And I mean the urge to tell her to just throw it in my face, I'll pay and leave. Yeah. Like the urge to just tell her to kill me was so fucking strong.
If you could just take that knife you're using to slice the chicken and drive it into my fucking sternum, that would be really what I'm looking for. Failing that, yes, rewrap it. You lazy bitch. But really what I'd like is for you to kill me on the spot.
She's like, okay, and then I'm like, also, do you have a job application I could take? Thanks, yeah.
If you kill yourself, can I have your job? Is that how it works?
I only need it for the summer.
It's like, on a plane, like somebody's having a heart attack and someone stands up, they're like, is anyone a doctor? It's going to be that, but it's going to be like somebody kills himself. And they're like, can anybody wrap a burrito? You're hired. Congratulations. No, there's not health insurance, you moron. What are you talking about? Why do you think he just he cut his finger and he's like, well, I have to go to the urgent care, so I might as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to afford that.
Our healthcare plan is Jose, the line cook in the back, can sell you some pills for $20 if you want.
He has a roll of Scotch tape and some Band-Aids. If it can't be fixed with that, there's always there's like so fucking dark. It's like
goddamn
a shotgun hanging above the line in case of injury. Oh, it's getting bad though because they had to change the suicide hotline phone number. Whatever the Logic song was, they had to.
Why? Because it was getting overloaded?
No, it was. I guess it's 988 now. They wanted to make it easier to remember because I think things are getting so bad that if people forget the suicide hotline number, they're just gonna do it.
That's enough to put them over the edge.
If the Wi-Fi goes down, they can't Google it. They're fucked.
Fuck. Is it 1-800 don't kill yourself or 1-800 it's okay? Fuck. I don't remember.
Yeah, so now it's 988, and that's to me the most like poignant sign. And they're like, we're making it real. It's just like 911.
just dial 1. Please don't kill yourself. Just dial 1.
Yeah,
and someone will try to help you.
Just let out an exasperated groan somewhere in the earshot of your Siri, and we will send a social worker to you on the spot. We'll send an untrained police officer to shoot you in the stomach. Sorry, I thought he was going for a gun.
Oh, fuck.
This is the options, okay? We can pretend to be happy and grit our teeth through like a month of average content, or we can give you the heat, but you might need a Prozac afterwards.
We're weeding out the audience here a little bit. We're really weeding out the people who like are too positive,
Well, I mean, if you're unrelentingly like positive right now, that's a little bit like that's like a red flag to me.
Yeah.
People who are really, there's a lot of red flags. Like, what are some? Because I know you're in an amorous relationship, but I've been on like the dating apps and stuff recently, and I've noticed that like there's like a lot of red flags out there. What would you say are some of the ones you look out for the most?
I guess if mimosas and Taylor Swift still make you happy, that's a red flag.
Right. If that's enough to distract you, that's definitely a problem. Oh, the one they go, I just want someone who's gonna respect my independence. That's a fun one. That means I want somebody who's gonna respect my right to independently fuck other people.
They need to respect when I'm on my independent fucking time. You know, in middle school you had independent reading time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now every woman wants independent fucking time.
Remember there used to be drop everything and read. Now there's drop everything and fuck.
Instead of a Judy Blume book, it's a Puerto Rican on Tinder. You know.
But those things are post-apocalyptic too.
Yeah.
It's just like, because the algorithms, if you don't use Hinge for a few days, the algorithm will just feed you like, and I don't say this to be mean or rude, and I'm sure if you're a woman, you get the same thing, but like you're fed just like the most unattractive people.
Yeah, it can't just be all like, it can't be all hot guys on there. I mean, I'm sure it's similar.
Oh no, I've seen. Have you ever seen the male side of Tinder and Hinge?
No, I imagine it's like mainly dudes that look like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Looks are I mean, obviously there's some tough looking dudes out there, but a lot of the problem is like the way like dudes hit on women. Like there's a certain subset of dudes that makes me cringe. Like I was talking to a female friend and like she was at a bar and she was like flirting with this guy or whatever. And like went to go get a drink, came back and was like talking to his friend or something. And he came over and he's like, I see you met my new girlfriend or whatever, like trying to be like coy. And like she told me about this and I like physically, like I stopped and vomited on the street. I was like, dude, like, no, dude, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's like the worst mix of like being overly aggressive, but also being like send Bob's and Vagine at the same time.
Oh, and she was like, he invited me to a Black Keys concert. Should I go? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't want to like stand in the way of my fellow dude getting some pussy, you know? Like, I'm not trying to cock block the boys. But also, like, we can't have that level of effort be rewarded. The bar has to be, it truly has to be higher.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, please just don't suck. That's really all it takes.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. And just don't like obviously just try to fuck. Like it's she already knows if you're talking to her that you want to have sex with her.
You don't have to be like, by the way, we're like, do you want to, is that like maybe something you'd be interested in? It's just like, yeah, if you're inviting someone to come over at 2 a.m, like
just coyly twirling your hair. You're like, I don't know. Do you want to, I don't know, suck my dick? I don't know. Maybe.
Like laying on the bed, like on your stomach with your feet like hanging over the edge, like kicking them in the air like you're talking to a cute boy, twirling the phone cord, you know? I don't know. What kind of music do you like?
I mean, I'm honestly, after we just did that Tinder bit, that's actually how I found my amorous relationship. We're gonna keep calling it that.
Okay,
is an amorous relationship.
I'm too scared to call it my girlfriend, so that's as close as I'm willing to get.
Well, I haven't done that yet, and it certainly won't be on this fucking show.
Yeah. That's like how fucking like broken our brains are. Is was just like the first time you say I love you to your girlfriend is on your podcast.
It's minute 34 of my shitty racist podcast.
We're burying it in the last 10. I'm not too solid on this one. I think it might bomb, but
yeah.
You know, it's all about trying new things. That's what the show's about.
Yeah. I mean, for a minute I was hung up because I think she listens. So I got hung up on that for a bit.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to pivot and just go abrasive in that direction. And we'll see how that goes.
Right.
How many times do I have to call her a cunt on the internet before she leaves me?
Try to take one of the few nice things in your life and ruin it. I like that. That's a good way. That's a good. I can't have anything.
Yeah.
That is like a real. I mean, you like. We'll get earnest here because we'll probably cut it. But like,
sure.
I feel like that's a real thing that like a lot of people. You know, where you get something nice and immediately the like knee-jerk reaction is like, how can I blow this up?
Yeah, I don't deserve this whatsoever. Yeah.
Right. Like, how do I burn this to the ground? That's like, and I mean, people have been super supportive of the program. And like anyone that's reached out or whatever, like that shit means the world to us and we're super grateful for it.
Yeah, obviously.
But also every time like someone's like, hey, nice job, man, I really like the show this week, I want to take all of the equipment and just set it on fire in my parking lot, and I don't know why. I'll never be able to explain that, but
Yeah. Well, we don't work for.
so somebody hugged me too much or not enough, I don't know, but
Yes.
now when I have nice things, I try to burn them to the ground. So
It's wild, you know. Someone fucks up once when you're 8 years old, and now you know this is how you have to deal with things.
your dad leaves for one pack of cigarettes, and fucking now I'm calling my girlfriend a cunt on the internet, and I don't know how I got to this.
Yeah. Your dad gets deported one time, and now you have to do a shitty podcast for 2 years.
One ice raid. That's all it takes, folks. Your whole life gets turned upside down.
All it takes is for your dad to spend a couple months in solitary and not text you, and all of a sudden you gotta be funny.
A few illegitimate half siblings, and here we are. Gotta come up with 30 minutes of fucking jokes every week on the spot.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, me and my half
Because
sister.
you didn't know how to use a fucking condom.
Because you couldn't responsibly cheat on my mom. Damn, now we can't cut this part.
Yeah, I guess we had to go earnest, man. I don't
Oh,
know.
fuck. You know what's funny?
Hopefully this show.
Not really funny. Actually, it's actually horrible. But like me and my sister don't know each other whatsoever, pretty much.
You know what's skin crawling and tragic?
She's doing terrible too.
Oh, life is hell, dude.
Yeah, she's got an eating condition, and I can't stop eating at 2 a.m., but both of us are fucked.
Hey, but on the bright side, between the two of us, we eat a normal diet.
Yeah, it evens.
Guys, we have to laugh at this or we're going to cry. And before you get your fucking panties in water, oh, this is so dark, and how could you laugh at this? This is our lives, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't affect you whatsoever.
No.
So fucking suck my nuts.
Yeah. That's a good place to leave it, right?
Yeah, yeah. The one thing we always get is like, you're so negative on the show. It's like, no, this is the show.
Bitch, I'm always negative. Get used to it. We're back on our bullshit, dude.
Bitch, my car has a hole in the back of it I haven't fixed in 6 years.
If it rains, anything in my trunk gets wet. That's the kind of life I live. I'm entitled to make a few jokes about bulimia, okay? I've paid my dues.
You don't understand what my life is. The only thing I'm allergic to is mold, and my car is filled with it.
It's a science project on wheels.
Oh, fuck. I'm getting lightheaded. We gotta end this one.
Let's pull the ripcord.
Yeah, fuck.
All right. Follow us on Twitter for more
I'm sweating.
for more positivity and messages of motivation. Follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod. Visit us online, thecouldbeworspod.com. There was some positivity somewhere in there. So somewhere in the mid to late 50s. Check that out if you're looking for a good day.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, throw the video a like, share it around with your friends. Just kind of keep supporting, I guess. I don't know. I never know what to say at this fucking part.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know.
All right. I think we've said enough. See you next week.
All right, bye, folks.